This is a follow-up session on keeping quiet. As I was telling you, since the birth of civilization, the thing that has intrigued the human mind the most is the human mind. That means we were interested about the universe, about the forces of nature, about chemicals, about minerals, about day and night. But the thing that has appealed to us most, the thing behind which we ran the most, was the human mind. And for example, in the Upanishads also, you will find the idea of who am I? Uh, you will find the idea of Atma Sarvagyani. The human mind, the human soul knows everything. Keeping quiet is a perfect example of that. It tells us the importance of silence. It tells us how we can learn from nature the importance of silence, the necessity of silence. As you can see, at the start, the poet tells us about uh, not using any language, because languages create differences. Your language, my language. During this time, when we are silent, there will be no differences. We will not use our arms, no attacks on anybody. Everybody will be together in a sudden, strange, exotic, rare, special moment. We find that there will be no rush. It will be peaceful, because meditation, self-contemplation, introspection is just like that. There will be no engines, there will be no sound, all the bing bang boom bang sounds. These things will not be there. Finally, he says that the fisherman in the cold sea will not harm the whales. That means man will not harm nature. That means that we will have a perfect harmony with nature, which we were missing. For ages we have taken us away from nature, into technology, into things which we called aspects of civilization, but that is not the way human life should have progressed. So there needs to be a perfect harmony with nature. He says that the man gathering salt will look at his hurt hands. It means that the man gathering salt will find out how much harm he has caused himself. Human mind will try to look back, introspect, judge how much harm it has caused himself. There will be peace in this world, no disharmony, no violence, no wars. The people who create wars will put on clean clothes and walk with their enemies under the shade. They will practically do nothing. And this is how perfect harmony can be achieved, through a balance with nature, through a balance with, peace. Not really a balance, through peace rather. Next, we find that he tells us that keeping quiet is not laziness. It is not that you sit on your rolling chair or armchair and you pass the day on and do nothing. It is not death. There's no relationship with death. It is full of activity. There's a wonderful saying in the Upanishads which Swami Vivekananda has reiterated in his Karma Yoga, that a person who is alone when he is in a crowd, and that person who is with a lot of activity when he is alone, is the perfect saint. In the same way, keeping quiet tells us that keeping quiet is not inactivity, it is not death. When we understand the importance of silence, we will get rid of violence, we will get rid of sadness. In the same way, if you recall, Kisa Gotami in conversation with Gautam Buddha was able to get this idea. Finally, we learn from nature. Nature is something that teaches us so many things, and it teaches us how we can understand the importance of silence and benefit from it. In winter, everything in nature seems dead, but nature proves to be alive in spring. And spring is the most beautiful of seasons. So the importance of silence in winter is rewarded by spring. In the same way, if we are able to keep silent, introspect, self-judge, meditate, we shall be able to get the best results for us. Finally, the poet says that he will count up to 12, which, as I say, is a symbolic number, the 12 numbers on a clock, and it is like any amount of time. He says that we will keep quiet and he will go. So that is how the poem works. It's a wonderful poem. Try to feel it, grasp it, get inside the skin of the poem and get inside the mind of the poet. Thank you very much for watching.